Welcome back to Daily Flash. I'm Mitch English. The streaming show The Chosen, a hit. Now it's hitting the big screen. I sat down and chatted with a few of the show's disciples.
I'll come back to the house after dark. I just need a moment.
Do you relate to anybody else on the set, or maybe out of the Bible, that you go, I see more of myself that way?
I actually, if it's not a sellout to say that, I see a lot of myself in John, and I think that's one of the strengths of the show is that all of us, I think Amanda and Dallas talk about this a lot during the casting process, they could feel vibes of each person and each of the disciples they depicted, and I think there's a bit of all of us, I don't want to speak for everybody, but I've heard it often from a lot of the characters and actors on the show that they kind of, vibe a lot with their character. Like, I definitely have this eager to please kind of nature that kind of John has. But at the same time, you kind of have to dial that up a little bit. So I do think that in any character that you play as an actor, you have to find bits of them that you can identify with. And then with the other ones, you probably have to explore those parts of you to get that truth.
Mary of Magdala, you are mine.
I am redeemed.
I want to know, what do you think Mary Magdalene's role was in the Bible?
Yeah, the things that are written about her in the Gospels, they're short, but they're potent and very pivotal in Jesus' ministry. So we know that she was possessed by 7 demons, and Jesus exorcised them from her, so he healed her. We know that she helped finance the ministry. We know that she was at the crucifixion. We know she was the first to see him resurrected and to tell the disciples about it. So these are pretty major parts of his story. Even though they're not super detailed in the Gospels, The Chosen gets to sort of flesh them out and showcase the moments before and after all of these events.
Matthew's on the spectrum, and I love that that's what we're finding out about all these characters, that they were normal people. Mm-hmm. What did you know about autism prior to this, taking the role?
Before auditioning for The Chosen, I also auditioned for another show that the main character was also neurodivergent on the spectrum. So I just remember really wanting to show a way, open up people's minds, or just kind of dig in deeper in how to communicate with someone that we might not know how to, or it might be different, or like just knowing how to kind of meet your neighbor and treating them with kindness and patience.
We have a celebration to prepare for.
You will regret this, Matthew.
It sounds like you guys, and you're all smiling, you got to have fun. Dallas says you try to make it a light set and that sort of thing. How do you get, this is a very, especially this season, this is a very solemn situation that we're in. Is there any kind of meditation or anything that you kind of go through to kind of get ready to feel like, hey, this is going to be a very serious scene, even at the Last Supper?
I wish, not specifically with the Last Supper, but I wish there was a more professional way in which maybe we deal with some of our downtime than what it is. But we actually, in one instance where we found out that we were shot out of the scene within 2 seconds, and we're like, so how long is the scene? It's like 15 minutes. We're like, what do we do for 14 minutes and 50 seconds? We would play a tabletop card game.
We'd run to the synagogue green room, play our Star Wars game.
I was Boba Fett. He was Leia, Princess Leia. And
then we show up and we try to be as professional as possible right before action.
Like you said, that vibe of we are honestly like all mates.
I can feel it. I can feel it. Really, I understand. I can feel it. You guys, you're bros.
However, there is huge respect when the work is done. So when things are careful, everybody else wants the other to do so well that it's like cotton. Everybody's watching over each other.
What have you done?
Sooner or later, gotta cut you down.
There you go. Parts 1 and 2 of The Chosen Last Supper in theaters now. Head to thechosen.tv to find out more about showtimes and where you can stream previous seasons. And tune in to Daily Flash tomorrow. We're not done with The Chosen. That's tomorrow on Daily Flash.